the Wealthy LaLa show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is Fun Friday. So what are we going to talk about today, people? What do you think? You know, um, as we're coming into this weekend and I look at it and I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do this weekend? What things are we going to do? What is actually going to be fun? And I got to tell you honestly, is the more that I've been choosing these meditations, and it has been since September now. So what are we at? December, January, February. This five months. Holy mackerel! I have been choosing a daily meditation for 5 months now. Now, what is so cool about that is that it has changed my life in, I would say, in the most exponentialized, expansive way of like anything that I've done. And what's really interesting is with this choice to do this meditation, I've gotten so much more of me. Now, I kind of started off doing the meditation as a doing because I had no idea what it was actually going to create for me. So how many times do we need to actually do something, like choose something and do it? And then that's when we find out the gift it is. It's kind of like someone says, it's a really good idea to go and exercise. It's really good idea to go for a walk every day, or it's really good to use some weights and build up muscle strength. And you're like, okay. And then you start trying it. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I feel so much stronger. I feel more alive. I feel healthy in my body. I am not snacking and stuff as much. I desire to feel even better and better. And it's like there's a momentum that gets going. Well, that's exactly what's being created with this meditation thing for me. And going back to the whole concept of fun is that what I found as fun now for me is very different than I thought what it was before. Like before, it was more of a doing. I would, what are we going to do this weekend to create fun? So it could be I'm going to go to a movie, or I'm going to have a massage, or I'm going to watch Netflix for a whole day and watch a season of something, or whatever. Could be have sex, could be go for a walk outside, could be, like anything, a hike in the mountains or something. Like it could be that's how I thought of it, was that it had to be a doing of something. And what I've learned from this meditation is that the more that I actually be, the more that I actually be with the meditations and choose to go within, I have fun doing anything, anything and everything. And what's really cool too is not only do I have fun doing pretty much everything now, if I'm not sure how I'm going to have fun doing something, okay, so, cleaning the bathrooms, all right? For example, now I don't really mind cleaning the bathrooms. I like to have a clean bathroom. Um, it's definitely not my worst chore. Dusting, now that's another one. I have to really inspire myself to choose to dust, because it seems like you just dust and you turn around and the dust is there again the next day. So it's like, why not just let it sit there as long as possible? Because you're just going to clean it up and it's going to start all over again, you know? I know it's the same with the bathrooms, but for some reason I'm aware of the clean longer. So it feels more valuable to actually do it. So, anyways, I digress. But what I've noticed is when it comes to those things that I'm not really in the mood to do, like the bathroom, or, oh, must be doing that energy thing again, throwing some yawning in here. Um, when I go to, how many of you people are relating to this? This is what I'm wondering. Is this what I'm yawning for? All of your guys' bodies and stuff are going, whoa, I so relate to this. Laurie, what is the answer? well, this is where if you actually sit with yourself and tap into being present with yourself, you'll actually receive the awareness. You just have to ask a question. What would be fun for me here? What would make this fun? And then see what shows up. And because, like we all get them, we all get those thoughts that just, where do they come from? Like, where did they come from? And it was such a great idea. So, so anyways, you get that thought that just like pops into your head, and it's like, oh, I forgot about that DVD. Like for me, the Adele DVD with her at the Royal Albert something museum in London or whatever, or not museum. It wouldn't be a museum. I'm thinking of the Alberta Museum in Edmonton, which of course is not related to where Adele would sing. But it's the Royal something, and it's a beautiful venue in London that she did a concert in, and you put that on. Wow, people, holy, this must be bringing up a lot in people's worlds because, gosh, my eyes are even watering. I want to yawn, and I'm not tired. So, but anyways, her DVD, throw it on, put it up loud, and then do what needs to be done. You know, dance around while you're dusting, or I'm dusting. That's what I would choose. Or, you know, cleaning the bathroom, or, you know, anything. Like, find or ask, just ask what would be fun for you while you need to do something that you know, even though it may not feel like a fun project or a fun way to spend your time, you know, what can make it fun? Because you know, oh, the end result is just going to be really satisfying. And I'm wondering how many of you, again, are yawning out there. As I'm yawning, you're yawning. Oh my gosh. How funny is that? I get such a kick out of it. I can't remember who it was on Facebook, and I saw a video about the yawning. And just, you know, if we ever wonder how connected we are with other people, you know, as you're wherever you are in the world, and I'm yawning, you are very likely yawning too. So, and how connected are we? Hey, you know what's really funny? I'm actually, this is really so squirrely off topic. I'm actually recording this on Zoom, so I'm actually watching myself. And I looked at my eyebrows, and it just reminded me that last night I had a dream where I got my eyebrows done. Now, and it's really weird because they didn't wax them or anything. They were actually putting on like a really dark dye. Now, other than waxing and threading, that's all I've ever tried on my eyebrows, and maybe getting just a pencil to add a little bit of color. I've never done any kind of dye thing with my eyebrows. So it was interesting. The person, I don't recall who it was putting sorry, putting this could be a thing, this yawning thing. Really funny. But anyways, this person was putting dye, but it was a really thick, heavy dye on my eyebrows. And I do remember thinking in my dream, like, this is really interesting. Is this not going to like dye on my forehead? You know, and as dreams do, they often don't finish. This one did not finish, but such a random thing. So I wonder, do my eyebrows want to be dyed? You know, maybe I could choose like some of those things. Like I'm not even sure what it's called, where people get their eyebrows dyed and they're really put on really strongly. Although that I must admit that would look a bit ridiculous on me, because in like right now at this point in time, my hair is mostly like a light gray, so it would look funny. And where did that thought come from? I really don't even know, to get my eyebrows done. Isn't that crazy? No, for some people, that could be really fun. Yeah. So does someone out there want to get their eyebrows done? Does your eyebrows want you to get them done? Like, oh, microblading. That's what it's called. Have you guys have that done? I haven't. So, you know, probably likely won't. But yeah, no, I'm just looking at my eyebrows. I think they look quite nice. So yeah, how does it get any better? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you can ask yourself now, and on this subject of fun, do you know that you can actually tap into your body and ask what's fun? You know, this is really interesting, because this is one of the things, well, okay, I find it interesting, is that over the last handful of however many years, I actually learned that you can actually ask your body questions. So you can ask your body by doing the sway test. Like if you guys have ever heard it, it's like a stand-up muscle testing thing. So you stand up and you ask your body to show you a yes, and like my body goes forward. You can ask your body to show you a no, and my body goes back. You can also do it where you put your thumb and forefinger together and take your other thumb and forefinger and like link them together and use one to hold tight, and the other is you're going to pull them apart. And so you can ask, okay, body, show me a yes. When I get a yes, my fingers break apart. I can't keep them together. Body, show me a no. And it's funny because my fingers lock together like a chain. I can't chain, like I can't pull them apart. And then, of course, there's the other way that I've talked to you guys too about the light and heavy. So you tap into your body, you say, truth body, my name is Laurie. And this is one where you got to practice. It's a little bit more of a muscle because it's basing on energy. And if you're not used to or familiar with that, it's just something that takes, it may take you a little bit more to build that muscle. It certainly did for me. But what's beautiful about it is you can do it and nobody knows what you're doing. Like if you're linking your fingers together, people might see you, and that's only if it matters to you. And if you're standing there and you're looking at, body, would you like to buy this sweater? Body, would you like to go to this restaurant? And you're standing up doing the sway test and you lean forward or backwards, again, only if it matters if people see you. Would it matter whether you would choose it that way or not? But if you choose the energy way, where you can ask your body, truth body, show me what a yes is for me. And when I ask that or say, truth, my name is Laurie, I get this expansive feeling, it's like I feel like this auric light, sunshine, and my energy in my body expands out. And then if I say, truth, my name is John, I feel a contraction in my body. So it feels contractive and heavy. Now, what's neat about that is that, again, is something that as I'm sitting in a group of people, I could be on a bus, asking body, do you want to get off at this stop? If you're on a bus, or maybe you're on one of those LRT or those trains that go through cities, and you're just playing around, should I get off at this stop or not, body? What do you think? And you can ask this question and see what read you get on your body, or for you. You can use it in restaurants. You can ask your body what it would like to eat, because it's actually your body that eats, not actually you. Actually, if you think about it. Okay, this again is one of those weird concepts. You just gotta play with it and find out what's true for you. Anything I say, it's where I come from my experience, from what I've learned. And so I have found that the biggest gift is, as much as I love to learn from other people, and as much as I love to at one point in time definitely have other people above me or on pedestals or something like that, I have found that I have the wisdom for me within me. And I would love to encourage that for you, for those of you that feel like you don't know that or don't have that access for yourself, that you do know. And all I can say is, really, you do know actually what's true for you somewhere within you. And sometimes when I'm kind of like in an emotional question, I'm feeling really worked up about something, I will even say to myself, okay, if I pretended that I knew what I knew in response to this question that I'm asking, what do I know? What would I know? What would I think that I would know? What would be my best guess about this? And then see, what shows up and where that takes you. And I also really had to just make a decision that I was going to start trusting myself, and that's just what it was going to be. And so then I held myself accountable to me in asking myself questions. And of course, then what was really cool is the more I chose it, the more I was aware, and the more I was aware of where I was maybe tricking myself or lying to myself, or not being fully honest with myself. And the evolution is just sort of expanded on that. So I am just going to invite you guys to really trust yourself, to know what you know. Have fun with whatever you choose this weekend, whether it's something that is supposed to be fun or not, and how much fun can you make it. So on that note, have an amazing weekend, people. I really am truly grateful for you for listening. And if you want to find me for more information or for coaching or for anything else that could be fun, if I could contribute fun to your life, call me, baby. www.Laurie Laursen, LaurSen.com. Big hugs to you guys.